It's Winter Picks Dinner.
Animal Kingdom edition. I should have said Wild Styles.
Missed opportunity. Hey man fam, we're at Animal Kingdom for another edition of Winter Picks Dinner.
This is the game where we get too competitive over a multi-course meal where we use rock, paper, scissors to decide what we eat. This is my favorite park in Disney World. There's a ton of great food here, so the decisions are gonna be tough, as is the game.
Let's get into it.
Here's how the game works. We are gonna have a 5-course meal today around Animal Kingdom. We are gonna have drinks, appetizers, entrees, desserts, and more drinks. Prior to each course, we will play a rousing game of rock, paper, scissors. Whoever wins gets to decide where we have the next course. But choose wisely because each location can only be selected once. Which means if we get Pandora green beer at Satuli Canteen, we're not getting cheeseburger pods later. Are you ready? All right, drinks are up first. I am statistically worse than Alan at this game, but last game I won 3 rounds, so I could be coming back.
Could be, you took half of them. Are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready. Are you ready?
I hope so.
Yeah.
All right, ready?
Yep. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Bonk. All right, Molly picks drinks.
All right, drinks at Animal Kingdom. Now there is an obvious choice, that's the Nomad Lounge, but I'm actually gonna hold that one in hopes that I win drinks again later because I like ending my day sitting relaxing at the Nomad Lounge. Or hopefully Alan will pick it if he wins. We could go to Pandora, get that green beer I like, but I want to hold out in case I could possibly get a cheeseburger pod or a giant pretzel there. Could go to Thirsty River over in Asia, but actually I want to go to my favorite land here, which is Africa, and go to the Dawa Bar. You know, one thing I love about Animal Kingdom is the flotillas, like the drummers we just saw, they've maintained those. This was a solution when the parks reopened during COVID because character meet and greets weren't available. So all of the parks had different cavalcades, and here at Animal Kingdom, they put all the characters on the boats and they'd drive around the waterways. And I love that even though a lot of the character meet and greets are back, like Mickey and Minnie, you can meet Moana, there are still characters that float around on the waterways, and it just makes the park feel a little more alive. That said, I would like them to bring back some of the meet and greets into Dino Land because you still can't meet Launchpad McQuack over there, but he does float by. We have now entered the village of Harambe. This is the Africa section of Animal Kingdom, my favorite section because it's home to Festival of the Lion King, Kilimanjaro Safaris, Tusker House. It is an awesome land full of so much detail, and we are headed to the Dawa Bar, which is right here next to the Tusker House, where you can get a variety of cocktails. It's a full-service bar, but they have some signature beverages, as well as some imported beers. I love to get a beer or a drink here and watch the live entertainment in Africa, or take it to my secret spot, which we're gonna do. As always, Animal Kingdom is the king of theming because if you look at the Dawa Bar menu, look, the domestic beer is Casa Lager, which is imported from Morocco, I believe, and the import draft beer is the Safari and Bud Light, which are obviously American, but we're in Africa right now. Amazing. Drinks acquired, now we're taking them to my favorite spot. Welcome to my favorite spot in a Disney World theme park. This is my coffee spot, as I usually call it, behind the Tree of Life. You can find a path to this spot coming from Africa just right after the Africa Bridge on the left. There's also another small path that starts right across from Creature Comforts, which is the Starbucks. But is this not beautiful? And there is very rarely anyone else back here. So I love to grab my coffee, or in this case, a cocktail, and just sit back here. It's so luxuriating. It's so beautiful back here. The character flotillas float by. It's just serene and peaceful and beautiful. I'm telling you, you gotta walk on this trail. You will get the most gorgeous views of the Tree of Life, and literally no one's back here. I am so sweaty.
Yeah, it's the humidity today.
It's soup.
Yeah, very chowder-esque.
It was raining earlier. This park is so humid. I love it.
But
you know,
humid.
You know what will help? These.
Cheersies.
Clink.
I picked up the Safari Amber Ale. It's classic, a little caramelly, a little nutty, but very refreshing. Now, it should be noted that Some of the imported beers from Africa are not available currently and have not been available for some time at the Dawa bar. We did ask the cast member there, the server, if there was any sort of prediction on when they would return. He unfortunately was not able to say when, but I know I'm going to be keeping my eye out because they're really tasty. What about you? What'd you get?
I got the Jungle Juice. This is a famous cocktail that a lot of people enjoy because it's made out of vodka, peach schnapps, and jungle juice. I was afraid the cocktail would be too sweet because it's a pre-made cocktail, and he let me try it. Steve, shout out to Steve, was like, it's too sweet for me. It was too sweet for me too, but then Steve was like, why don't I throw a little extra vodka and some club soda in there? And I was like, let's make it happen, Steve.
Ooh.
And adding in that club soda and the extra vodka helped curb how sweet the peach schnapps increased the sweetness of the drink. I like this a lot. This is a fan favorite. If you're looking for a premixed cocktail that's fun and themed, this is a good one. Jazz hands. All right, appetizers. Cheeseburger pods.
Oh, yeah.
Possibly.
Possibly. All right. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. Here we go.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay, so I'm gonna pick the appetizers. Spoiler alert, probably not gonna be cheeseburger pods.
The $2 I spent to get more vodka in this drink is looking like the best $2 I've ever spent. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to walk with you again.
You good, bro?
I just wanted a cheeseburger pod.
I mean, I haven't made my decision yet.
You just said, spoiler alert, no cheeseburger pods.
I mean, listen, we could go to Satuli Canteen, but we go there so much, and the cheeseburger pod's wild delicious. I want to try something new. Let's see. We could go to Nomad. They have some really, really good apps. We could also go to Mr. Kamal's if we wanted to get some french fries. No, 8 Spoon.
Oh, mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese. I'm feeling a little bit of a mac and cheese situation. 8 Spoon Cafe is one of a couple of stands in Discovery Island on your way out to the different areas of Disney's Animal Kingdom. While 8 Spoon specializes in mac and cheese, you have Terra Treats, which serves pizza, and Smiling Crocodile that serves tacos. Now keep in mind, these stands do close earlier than park hours, so be sure to check the app, the My Disney Experience app, for those hours so you might enjoy these delicious, delectable treats. After a quick scene change, we find ourselves here at the Flame Tree Barbecue seating and dining area because look at that view of Everest across this lagoon. It's just stunning. Now, a little fun factoid. So for every single one of these gazebos, you will have it themed around an animal eating another animal. So here you have anteaters eating the ants. You also have a crocodile eating a fish on one of the gazebos, an eagle eating a snake. Now, if you're interested in finding out more secrets and little hidden details like this, then I highly recommend you check out Molly's Secret series, where she goes to all of the theme parks, not just Disney World, but also Universal Studios, and shows you all those really cool details that the creators implemented and brought to life in these wonderful parks. As far as apps go, we have picked up both the standard baked mac and cheese as well as the barbecue mac and cheese. And I have to tell you, I've not been this excited to eat an app for a minute. Well, that's not totally true. We just had food and wine happen, and it's still happening. But regardless, I'm excited, and I really can't wait to dig in. You've got the standard baked. I have a massive piece of pulled pork. Oh my god, oh my god.
That's meat-tastic. That's a thing. People say that.
Cheers.
First of all, I can hear Viva Gaia, the band, playing right now. They're playing in Kanto. This is a good place. This is just really good macaroni and cheese. I do prefer the baked one. I think it's a little more unusual. It's probably not something you're gonna make at home, but it's really solid mac and cheese. It's super cheesy. The noodles are cooked perfectly. I love the baked on top when you get that kind of crispy cheese. This is for your picky eater or your kids, and this is gonna make everybody else happy.
Listen, Molly nailed it on the mac and cheese. The addition of the pulled pork, adding some richness and some smokiness. Now, is this the greatest pulled pork barbecue that I've ever had in my entire life? Absolutely not. But it fits the bill. It's smoky, it's moist, it's hearty.
It's a little sweet.
Yep. Well, the sweetness from the sauce on top is great. Now, what really set it over the edge for me was that pickle. I wish they had given me more pickles. That's a bread and butter pickle, so it's not a dill, and it just adds a little bit of zing to it, and it's so good. It hits all of those flavors that you want. It's a little bit sour, salty, sweet. A little bit of spice, just a hair. Big fan.
Okay. They were just playing Encanto. If you could have one of the powers of the Madrigal family, what would you want?
Bruno.
You want visions?
Yeah.
But then everyone will abandon you. I won, but others.
I would say that feels really harsh.
That's an interesting answer.
Bruno.
Okay.
Imagine how helpful you could be.
Or scared all the time.
No. Because if you get the opportunity to change it, then you can.
I don't know if it works that way. I thought you were seeing what is to happen.
Simply by knowing the future, you've already changed the outcome.
That's deep. Anyway, I want to talk to animals, so.
That's also a really good one.
Anyway, this is a vibe down here. Now they're playing Lion King. There's literally no one else here. Everest. Does it get better?
No. It is a vibe down here. Very much so. Are you ready to take that vibe to our entree round?
Are you ready? Because you failed me last time. This guy. Am I right?
Got it. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
I have an idea. Still no cheeseburger pods, though. Oh, okay. That's enough of that.
All right, where are we going? That's not cheeseburger pods.
They're having fun. Sorry, just the screams of joy. Okay, there is a Tule Canteen, which also, outside of cheeseburger pods, does have delicious bowls and other eats that you can get there. Restaurantosaurus, which is sort of standard American fare found over in Dinoland. Then you have Flame Cheese Barbecue, which is here, which is, as the name would suggest, some barbecue. Pizzafari, if we really wanted to punish ourselves and have some of the puffy pizza. I don't want any of those, though. I think I want Yak and Yeti. It's been so long since I've had Yak and Yeti, and I'm craving that chicken sandwich. We have made our way into Asia, and while I said Yak and Yeti, that does technically refer to the sit-down portion of the restaurant. We are headed to the Anandpur local food cafe, which is the quick service section of the Yak and Yeti. It's been far too long, and I'm so excited to eat this. Now, the menu here is a little bit of Asian fusion, so you're gonna see some things like honey sesame chicken, sweet and sour tempura shrimp, but also something like a Kobe cheeseburger, or like what I'm getting, the Korean fried chicken sandwich for sure.
Look at him. Look at him. He's getting brave.
Shoot. Go.
No food for you.
Shall we?
Yep. All right, Alan, you brought us to this bird-filled nightmare restaurant.
They're birds.
Yeah, look at that beak. Anyway, what did you get?
I picked up the Korean fried chicken sandwich, which is fried chicken with a honey heat sauce tomato and kimchi slaw on top, with a beautiful toasted bun and some fries on the side. Cheers. That is so good. The fried chicken it's almost like a very thinly pounded breast of chicken. The honey heat sauce actually has some heat to it, which is nice. If you're spice averse, maybe avoid this, but I love it. It's a perfect amount of heat, and more heat than I'd anticipate ever getting from a Disney theme park, if I've got to be honest. And the tomato and the kimchi slaw provide a nice tart and sour counterbalance to the fried chicken. This is so good. Like, I would 100% come back and order this again, and wow.
See you. I got the American Kobe cheeseburger because if I remember correctly, this is the best quick service burger in a Disney park. It already looks better than a classic one. The patty looks nice. It's got a really nice bun on it, tons of cheese. It comes where you can dress it yourself with your classics. You got some lettuce, tomato, pickle, and then there's a variety of pretty standard condiments. So I got some ketchup. Would I rather eat a cheeseburger pod? 100%. Would I rather eat those tacos from Smiling Crocodile? 100%. But if you're looking for the best cheeseburger in this park and probably any Disney theme park, this is it. It is so much better than a standard quick service burger. You can taste that the patty's better quality, the bun is delicious, tons of cheese, produce is fresh, very simple, but if you're looking for a burger, again, this is a good choice. Although, honestly, if you're looking for a burger in this park, go eat a cheeseburger pod. Thank me later. I will say the fries have been a little hit or miss. Some of them have been way too salty, but some of them have a nice seasoning on them. Almost reminds me of Mr. Kamal's. So these are pretty good fries too. So I'm not mad at this meal. It wouldn't be my top choice, but it's pretty good. Alan.
Yes.
I have a proposition.
Okay.
I almost said I had a preposition, but that is just a type of word. I have a proposition. I'm very full after macaroni and cheese and a cheeseburger.
Same.
Instead of playing for dessert right this second, what if we venture down the Maharaja jungle trek, look at some animals, and then play to let our tummies settle?
I agree and support this idea. Golden buzzer.
The Maharaja Jungle Trek is one of the two large walking trails, the other being the Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail in Africa. Here we are in Asia though, so you can see things like Komodo dragons, tigers, bats, birds, different kinds of cattle. I love these animal trails. I think they're really underrated. I feel like they're a great way to just walk around, relax, luxuriate, maybe see an animal you haven't seen before or learn something about one. And I think they're a crew. Oh my God. That is a nightmare. That eat me?
Can that thing eat you?
Yeah, important question.
Not quickly.
I would say yes.
Oh,
because
great.
This animal is capable of killing creatures that are even bigger than us.
Oh, wow.
This right here is the Komodo dragon, the world's largest lizard. At full size, they can reach up to 10 to 12 feet in length
Oh my God.
and weigh in at about 150 to 200 pounds even. So twice the size of Mrs. Kipling if any of you are Jessie fans.
Oh, wow.
Well, check it out.
Oh.
You might see her yawn.
Oh,
Ooh, look at that gate.
that makes her a little less scary.
Yeah, but inside that mouth are 60 steak knife-like teeth
Oh.
designed for cutting through meat.
Never mind. Well, thanks to Johnny, the very friendly and very informative cast member here, I have a new fear. It's Komodo dragons.
Seems rational.
Yeah, they could get you.
Yeah, they're rampant here in Florida.
Now in this next building, there are bats. If you don't want to see the bats, keep going straight. If you do want to see the bats, hang a left here, which I do. But bat warning if you don't like bats. Found one. A fun fact about bats that I learned here once, the reason that these can be open, you can like stick your hand in here if you want to, and that bats can't leave is because while their wingspan is many feet across, they can't fly vertically. They can only fly horizontally, so they can't turn to fit out of these barricades here, which is pretty cool. This trail is so pretty. Like, look at the flags and the artwork and the architecture. It all looks like a really old temple falling apart, but of course, it's not. The Imagineers are just magic. We could see the tiger kind of from the top observation deck, but we're coming down here to see if we could see them closer. Not the best view of the tiger today. I was thinking because it's a little bit later in the afternoon they might be closer, but that's all right. Oh, there's some geese.
Why are they all standing in a line?
They're plotting.
They're queuing. Wait, now.
They're plotting. Yeah, that one's the leader.
Squawking orders.
This guy's mad.
Is it mad at us?
I don't know, but he's talking a lot. And he's assembling. And
Are
it's
these the bird vengers?
I do think these are the bird vengers, and one of them's probably Hawkeye. Get it? Because he's a bird. Alan, Hawk's a bird. Hawk is a kind of bird, and you were like bird vengers, and I was like, oh, like the Avengers, but Hawkeye is a bird.
I got it.
Sometimes you can see one of the tigers here, but today is not this day.
Ah, yes, the bird sanctuary. How you feeling about this, Malls? Malls?
There's a lot of birds above us. Do you get my concern?
No, just birds.
But they're above us.
Oh, well,
Poop, Alan, poop.
You know what? I got it. It's even more precarious for me because I'm wearing a tank top.
Look at that guy.
Oh!
He's got like a fancy outfit.
You look very fancy, surrounded by your fancy little staging area with your homes and temples, etc.
You have a fancy outfit, sir.
And a luscious mane.
Look at that one back there with the cool head.
It seems as if there's a bit of a territorial dispute occurring.
That one is so fancy.
He was also chasing aggressively one of the other birds away from his perch, which is, I mean, honestly, I'd want to protect that house too. So good on you, pal.
That is the biggest bird I've ever seen.
And their name is Alfred, correct?
His name's Alfred. He's named after Alfred Hitchcock for good reason.
Well, yep. Hello, Alfred. Bird. Well, that wasn't so bad.
No, it wasn't. We ran into a very lovely cast member, Mike, who talked to us about some of the birds.
Who's your
And
favorite that we met?
That gigantic bird.
Yeah, Alfred for sure.
Yeah, he was pretty scary and cool.
Alfred's awesome. Named after Alfred Hitchcock.
Fitting.
Because of, I mean, his broodiness.
And the birds.
That too. A broody bird. Perfect Alfred.
All right. A lovely little animal jaunt. Ready for dessert. Get it together.
Oh, you're doing it. Oh, no, I thought you were doing left-handed for some minute.
Ooh.
Ready?
Yeah. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Nice.
Feel good. Feels good. Okay, what do I want? So I could get my favorite, which is the ice cream cookie sandwich in Dino Land. I could also go to the soft serve truck in Asia over this way. Pandora doesn't really have dessert unless you got slushies, which I am considering because it's so hot. Ooh, I have an idea. We're going to Africa again. We are headed back to the village of Harambe to go to Zuri's Sweet Shop. This is kind of underrated. Not a lot of people realize there's a bakery case here in Animal Kingdom. It's kind of tucked back in Africa. And inside the bakery case, you'll find all your Disney bakery case classics. Rice Krispie treats, cake pops, marshmallow ones, apples. But in addition to some of the standard ones, they have some special designs for Animal Kingdom. Plus you can mobile order. So we're gonna place a mobile order now and go pick that up. And we are now walking on this beautiful path between Africa and Asia. Just look at this view. This park could not get any prettier if it tried. Here we are, we've made it to Zuri's Sweet Shop. It shares a location with a large merchandise shop where you can get a lot of the National Geographic items, as well as Black Panther, Lion King, other Animal Kingdom adjacent shows and IP. Here's our beautiful bakery case. They've got a lot to choose from. Again, some are just for Animal Kingdom, some they have everywhere. It's the fall time, so of course they've got some of the seasonal treats like the Mickey and Minnie pumpkins, different cupcakes. You've got a couple of different marshmallow ones, including this specialty one that's a hippo. That's an Animal Kingdom exclusive. You can get spicy dark chocolate that has chili in it, shaped like a Mickey. That's an Animal Kingdom exclusive usually. They've also got Rice Krispie treats, cookies, different apples. Fun to note, they also have Goofy's Glaciers back here, which are the different slushies that you can cool down with. Sometimes you can even put alcohol in them. Fun fact, this Mickey right here says Fichwa Fellow. Fichwa translates to hidden in Swahili, so it's literally a hidden Mickey. Alan, what delicious treat did you pick up?
I picked up the peanut butter haystack, which is shoestring potatoes that have been coated in a mixture of butter and peanut butter and sugar. It's a salty, sweet, savory treat. Ollie, what did you get?
Well, I was also gonna get a peanut butter haystack or a caramel apple with the peanuts because that's my favorite, but then my basic heart learned that this cupcake is pumpkin spice. And while I normally avoid cupcakes, how could I not? Treat time.
Cheers.
Apparently this is how Anne Hathaway eats cupcakes.
Good?
The cupcake is, there's too much frosting for me. So I'm just gonna eat the cake. The frosting is just buttercream, and it's good buttercream. Slightest amount of cinnamon in the buttercream, but it's too sweet for me. The cake, however, is moist, delicious pumpkin spice, which I'm here for. It's got all the autumnal flavors. I probably wouldn't get this again even though it's pumpkin spice just because I don't like the frosting, but I'm glad I tried it.
Peanut butter haystack, everything I wanted. A little bit of salty, some crunch, some sweetness, and then the savory peanut butter. I gotta be honest, I think some of the potato strings are a little bit stale, but overall, very tasty treat.
Well, dessert was a little mid. Wasn't our best showing. I would recommend an apple. Or a Rice Krispie treat. But we have one final round of drinks. My record's pretty good today. We're 2 and 2.
Yeah. Listen, the math shows that you have to at some point go on a run.
I haven't won an actual game in a long time.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready.
You sure?
Oh, I'm ready.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Ready?
Yep.
Gripping it nice and tight.
You got this.
All right, ready?
Yep.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Bound to happen.
We're going to the Nomad Lounge.
While Molly checks us into the walk-up waitlist, let's talk about the Nomad Lounge. Now, the Nomad Lounge is attached to Tiffin's, which is a table service restaurant here in Animal Kingdom, and while that is delightful, the Nomad Lounge specifically is a place to luxuriate and grab a nice bite from their famous churros, the sliders, my personal favorite, the charcuterie board there, all wonderful treats. However, at Nomad Lounge, drinks are where it's at. From the Hightower Rocks, which is their take on a watermelon margarita, to the Tempting Tigress, which is the Nomad Lounge version of a old-fashioned. I haven't had something that I've disliked on this menu.
The drinks have arrived, and shocking to everyone, including myself, the Tempting Tigress here is not for me. That's Alan's. It is their version of an old-fashioned. I love it, but I decided to mix it up and try something I haven't had in a very long time. It's the Snow Leopard Salvation. It's made with Grey Goose vodka, Belle de Brillet, pear liqueur, mint, and lime juice topped with ginger. And what's cool about this one is a portion of the proceeds from this drink specifically go to Snow Leopard Salvation, hence the name. So saving some kitties, enjoying some drinks. Server said it would be not sweet and very refreshing on this very muggy day. Also, while videoing the menu, I noticed something I hadn't before. So normally I didn't even look at the menu, I just grab a drink. But it says that you can pay for the little banners $1 and then they donate it to the conservation fund. So we got one of the little banners that they're gonna hang inside once we write on it. And the prompt that we got is, what was your most adventurous moment? And on the back we're supposed to write our true tale of adventure. What do you think our true tale of adventure is?
Probably the safari.
The real one in Africa.
Or the shark diving.
Ooh, great white shark diving.
Or honestly, the greatest adventure was going to all those vineyards.
Love. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Diving with great white sharks in South Africa. Also, love. So there you go. Just $1. You can write a story on it. You can have a kid draw a picture on it. They're going to hang inside. So fun little way to donate to the Disney Conservation Fund and also leave your mark here at Nomad Lounge. But for now, time for the Snow Leopard Salvation. Cheers. Ooh, that is refreshing. Now it's almost sweeter than I want to drink, but because of the ginger beer, it's very balanced. Definitely gets mojito, mule vibes. I like that a lot, and on a very hot, muggy day, this is hitting the spot.
So, the Tempting Tigress consists of bourbon and allspice dram, lime juice, and tamarind juice. So it's a little bit more tropical, spicy. Yeah, you can really taste that allspice dram, so if you're not a fan of allspice, I'd say avoid this and maybe go with another libation. Bourbon shines through. It's just a good bourbon beverage. Well, those are delicious, and that brings us to the end of another Winter Picks dinner.
And I won this episode.
You did!
I haven't won a full episode since Christmas.
Yeah,
so,
the monorail crawl.
You know what? It feels good. Doesn't feel like it'll last, but I'm going to ride this high for a little bit.
Statistically, it is about time, and I'm very happy that you won an episode.
Thank you.
That was so much.
That was a lot of food, but I love this park for many, many reasons, one of which being the food. I think you're going to get excellent cuisine here, stuff a little more unusual and out of the box for theme park food. I think it goes toe-to-toe with Epcot as far as the best food in Walt Disney World. And let us know where we should play next.
Absolutely, let us know. In the meantime, friends, be sure to like the video, subscribe if you're new, follow us on all of our socials, and join us on Discord. The links for all that down below.
And until next time, friends, I'm Molly.
And I'm Alan.
And it has been Wild. Roar!
Roar Omega Roar.
No, like caw-caw, roar!
Either one's good. Bye, everybody.